1.26, narrated Sid, Allah's apostle distributed zakat amongst a group of people while I was sitting there, but Allah's apostle left a man whom I thought the best of the lot. I asked, O Allah's apostle, why have you left that person? By Allah, I regard him as a faithful believer. The Prophet commented, or merely a Muslim. I remained quiet for a while, but could not help repeating my question because of what I knew about him. And then asked Allah's apostle, why have you left so and so? By Allah, he is a faithful believer. The Prophet again said, or merely a Muslim. And I could not help repeating my question because of what I knew about him. Then the Prophet said, O Sid, I give to a person while another is dearer to me, for fear that he might be thrown on his face in the fire by Allah. 1.27, narrated Abdullah bin Amr, a person asked Allah's apostle, what sort of deeds in or what qualities of Islam are good? He replied, to feed the poor, and greet those whom you know and those whom you don't know. 1.28, narrated Ibn Abbas, the Prophet said, I was shown the hell-fire and that the majority of its dwellers were women who were ungrateful. It was asked, do they disbelieve in Allah? Or are they ungrateful to Allah? He replied, they are ungrateful to their husbands and are ungrateful for the favors and the good, charitable deeds, done to them. If you have always been good, benevolent, to one of them and then she sees something in you, not of her liking, she will say, I have never received any good from you. 1.29, narrated Al-Murar, at Ar-Rabada I met Abu Dar who was wearing a cloak, and his slave, too, was wearing a similar one. I asked about the reason for it. He replied, I abused a person by calling his mother with bad names. The Prophet said to me, O Abu Dar, did you abuse him by calling his mother with bad names? You still have some characteristics of ignorance. Your slaves are your brothers and Allah has put them under your command. So whoever has a brother under his command should feed him of what he eats and dress him of what he wears. Do not ask them, slaves, to do things beyond their capacity, power, and if you do so, then help them. 1.30, narrated Al-Anaf bin Qais, while I was going to help this man, Ali ibn Abi Talib, Abu Bakr met me and asked, where are you going? I replied, I am going to help that person. He said, go back, for I have heard Allah's apostle saying, when two Muslims meet each other with their swords, both the murderer as well as the murdered will go to the hell-fire. I said, O Allah's apostle, it is all right for the murderer, but what about the murdered one? Allah's apostle replied, he surely had the intention to kill his companion. (1.31), narrated Abdullah, when the following verse was revealed, it is those who believe and confuse not their belief with wrong, worshipping others besides Allah. 683, the companions of Allah's apostle asked, who is amongst us who had not done injustice, wrong? Allah revealed, no doubt, joining others in worship with Allah is a great injustice, wrong, indeed. 31.13, 1.32, narrated Abu Hurairah, the Prophet said, the signs of a hypocrite are 3, -1. Whenever he speaks, he tells a lie. -2. Whenever he promises, he always breaks it, his promise. -3. If you trust him, he proves to be dishonest. If you keep something as a trust with him, he will not return it. 1.33, narrated Abdullah bin Amr, the Prophet said, whoever has the following 4 characteristics will be a pure hypocrite, and whoever has one of the following 4 characteristics will have one characteristic of hypocrisy and less, and until he gives it up. -1. Whenever he is entrusted, he betrays. -2. Whenever he speaks, he tells a lie. -3. Whenever he makes a covenant, he proves treacherous. -4. Whenever he quarrels, he behaves in a very imprudent, evil and insulting manner. 1.34, narrated Abu Hurairah, Allah's apostle said, whoever establishes the prayers on the night of Qadr out of sincere faith and hoping to attain Allah's rewards, not to show off, then all his past sins will be forgiven. 1.35, narrated Abu Hurairah, the Prophet said, the person who participates in holy battles, in Allah's cause, and nothing compels him to do so except belief in Allah and His apostles, will be recompensed by Allah either with a reward, or booty, if he survives, or will be admitted to paradise, if he is killed in the battle as a martyr. Had I not found it difficult for my followers, then I would not remain behind any Sariya, military unit, going for jihad, and I would have loved to be martyred in Allah's cause and then made alive, and then martyred and then made alive, and then again martyred in His cause.